Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, You Will Be Offended. I am Donnie, and this is Gnashingson City on City Skylines. So, what we're looking at right here is Smokey's Forestry Products, or Smokey's Forestry Industries, something like that. There we go, Smokey's Forestry Industries. And as you can see, Smokey's caught fire and burned down. Not all of it, mind you. I mean, there's some trees left here in the middle, but it burned down. And I know, this is just a game, and Smokies will come back and be as strong as ever. I know that. I'm not stupid. But, I have been looking for an excuse to rework this area. I've been wanting to do something different here. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. Maybe some offices, maybe a little bit of housing, who knows. There is a lot of noise in this area because it's industry. So it might be offices, buildings, businesses, I don't know. There's still plenty of landmarks we can use. There's a lot we can do with this spot. So I figured what we're going to do is come up with a story like City Planner plays or, does and stuff like that, where he, you watch one of his videos and he's like, yeah, Martha and her husband John, they're the Ford family and they bought this logging area here, blah, blah, blah. That makes that's why I really enjoy watching his videos, because it makes him so unique. He has a story behind his whole city. And that's super awesome. So I'm going to kind of come up with a little bit of a story here. And we're going to say that Smokey's caught fire due to being so close to the industry area here. Hang on, I need a little sip off of my drink here. Nope, not whiskey right now, just a soda pop. It's a little early. It's the afternoon now, but still just a little early for a drink of whiskey. So, what we got going on here, like I said, Smokey's caught fire due to being so close to proximity to the industries over here and stuff. And, we're going to say, actually, that you see right here where the fire came off of the road or came up to the road, we're going to pretend that a truck from the oil industry over here caught fire, and that's why Smokey's burnt down. Let's say that's what happened. That's a good idea. I guess it could actually happen over here. This seems like more of a ignition point, but regardless, that's not the point here. Smokey's burned down. And they're going to take their insurance check, and they're not going to run, but they're going to go and try to expand. And so if we look at this, let's see, let's go to roads real quick. And I want to count how many spots I got, or how many zones I got going through right here. So, when I was a real young kid, I don't really remember the place, there was a lumber yard near my house. They caught fire. They took their insurance check and actually moved to a better location. It was bigger, and they were able to put in a lot more lumber, put in a bigger building for plumbing and other construction supplies and stuff like that, and they did really well with that. So because of a fire that burned down their whole business where it originally was in this little small spot, they were actually able to move to a much better area. So what we're going to do here, I was trying to look and count how many blocks I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. 10-ish blocks. I know because my little points are off here because of adding in roads and such. But in fact, it's not going to let me do that. I was wondering if I could just kind of make a half-assed fake road up this and it would give me lines, but it won't do that. So anyway, we're going to guess around 10 blocks there by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish, 6, 7-ish blocks, 10 by 7-ish blocks. And I had a couple places in mind. One, we've got this blank area that's filled with forest out here. And of course, we can take our tree tool, our painting tool, add a little more tree out here if we really want to. There already is, the farming industry out here. There's already a bunch of homes. I'm planning on turning this into homes here. We could make this businesses along this side so that it kind of like hides any noise and such like that. In fact, let's take a look at something here in the industries. Forestry, noise pollution 20, barracks workers 25, maintenance 25, but everything, 50, 50. So we do got a lot of noise that comes out of this industry, so this might not be the best area. So another spot we have is Smokey's. Could have came in here and bought some land off of Morningwood Forestry. Or we could consider maybe Morningwood bought out Smokey's after it burned down for a really good deal and obtained a lot of their workers, their equipment, factory, stuff like that, and we're able to bring it over here and expand. In fact, I kind of like that idea a little bit more. So what I think what we're going to do is Morningwood Forestry, because I took and after my stream yesterday, I had so many awesome people jump on my stream, and I got so many awesome ideas, and we'll go through that in just a moment here after we discuss Smokies and Morningwood. So, I think what we're going to do is Morningwood has bought out Smokies. After Smokies burned down, they came in, they said, hey, look, we see that you have a lot of, factory stuff left over here. All of your trees have burned down. You are not going to be operating, obviously. There's no coming back from something like that in real life. If that was an actual, the only thing left in this area where they were growing trees and that all burned down, they would for sure be totally taking this and redoing something else here because, yeah. In real life, these trees are not going to grow back as fast as what this game does. So Morningwood is going to buy out Smokies, and what we're going to do is I've already came through here, go to my industries tool so I could show you, and I've already painted Morningwood Forestry's area a lot larger here. I gave them a lot more room. I brought them a little bit closer to Balboa Mines over here. So Morningwood is going to buy them out, and we're going to build more of the tree farm industry over here in a little bit. So that's going to give us the ability to destroy this whole area, and we're going to build everything back in over here. So that's going to happen. That'll be mission number 1 today. Morningwood and Smokies combo. And maybe we'll even come up with a kind of a new name for it, the Smoking Morningwood or something like that. And that's it. So now that brings me to one of the other things I wanted to show. With the stream yesterday, all those great people that jumped on, I had one person shout out that, a forest, national forest, isn't going to be just this little spot like that. It's actually going to encompass a much larger area. People do live within national forest areas and stuff like that. So what we did is come back here to this park paint tools, and as you can see, I made the national forest cover the entire mountain range pretty much, other than a couple of things here which we'll go over, but the national forest is just all of this, and of course some of it got bought out by Morningwood Tree Farms, obviously. And so for the sake of fun, because I had because I had named this Lord Farquaad's Castle, the Castle of Lord Farquaad from Shrek, I decided to have a little bit of fun. So this here was renamed to Camp Fiona. Then we come down here, and our park entrance has been renamed to the Noble Steed Nature Reserve, and that would be named after Donkey. Then, right outside this little town here is called, we're going to add a few more roads in here too. This little town is Far, Far Away. And this is all part of the Duloc National Forest, which, if you remember from Shrek, Duloc was the name of Farquaad's kingdom. And now I know, if you are a Shrek fan, Duloc was in a field surrounded by sunflowers. Let's just pretend after Farquaad died, if you remember any of that, Farquaad died, the Duloc went into disrepair. Let's pretend a wizard showed up and just made mountains. And that's how Duloc National Forest came about. So that's why we have this. Then we come over here, and we have the Maximus Observatory, and that's named after Lord Farquaad. His name is Lord Maximus Farquaad. And then next to him, just sitting next to him like always, is the Thelonious Climate Research Station. That was Lord Farquaad's right-hand man. Then, I do have a few more names I'm thinking of putting in around here. I'm going to come up with a few more things. Don't worry, we'll have some fun with this in this area. But just because I had to come down here and rename this the Saint Shrek of the Swamp Cathedral. So this is basically going to be considered Shrek's Swamp down here. And so, yeah, we might even rename a little district right here Shrek's Swamp or something like that. I think it'll be fun. Just for poops and giggles, there we go. We have the Duloc National Forest, and everything has been kind of played with as far as the names and given a little bit of Shrek nameplay there. So, thanks to the suggestion of expanding my national forest out. Then, let's see. I had another suggestion. Let me take a quick look here. Let me see if I can't pull up the comments on my phone real fast. It hasn't been letting me pull up all the comments that showed up in the stream yesterday, but there was at least a comment left by Joy Builds Cities. And Joy Builds Cities, let me pause this here. And Joy Builds Cities gave me a great idea. I was talking about, I'm not sure what to do with this area. I've been just slowly kind of putting things down. But I also discussed that I wanted to build a theme park. So she said, why not do something like a, I hope it was Joy Builds Cities. If I'm wrong, please forgive me, but I really do think it was her. Sorry. I just can't go back on all my comments and see, for some reason, and see. I don't know why, so maybe once I get my laptop fixed, I can go back and look at stuff like that. So, anyway, we'll go back into this, and please forgive me if I'm wrong, one more time there, but I believe it was Joy Builds. She said that this would be a great place to do like a World's Fair, and I thought that was an amazing idea, so we're going to probably do something about that here. So that's going to get, you know, my amusement park stuff put in. In fact, I was looking at it, and I think Nature Reserve, oh, it's right above the city park. The amusement park, I wanted to check noise pollution. Most everything, even the roller coaster, has no noise pollution. Entertainment 150. Those are all just little doohickeys. So entertainment 150, entertainment 120. So everything's got great entertainment value, no pollution, no noise pollution, and that is a super positive. And why I'm, oh, my dog's barking over here. Nom noms, hush. So I think it'd be a great place to put the theme park in. We'll make it a World's Fair based on that suggestion, and we'll even come up with some good name for it in the future. So that might happen today. That might happen later on. I don't know. All I know is today I need to do something about the fire that happened at Smokey's. And I didn't cause that fire. I want you to know that was totally natural from the game that happened that way. And it was almost like a blessing in disguise because I've been wanting to redo that area. It just seemed odd that... Calvin, stop. There goes my other dog. It just seemed odd that after all this time, there would be a forestry industry left in the middle of the city here. It would have been bought out a long time ago. This would have been turned into big, tall buildings when these all started getting turned into big, tall buildings. Or factories would have been built here or something. But yeah, it's been here too long. It was time for it to move anyway. So that's our first order of business. In fact, let's do this first. We're going to come over here. And we are just going to wipe everything out. And as you can see, there was other industry there as well. I always like to place, make it a... Get past all the noise there. I always like to use, okay, so if I'm putting in Smokey's Forestry, then I'll put in a, and I'm going to have to change it too. Hey, Valley Lad, how you doing? Then I'd have to change it to the districts. I have this changed into a forestry industry over here, so I'm going to have to change that out again. Hey, Sunken Ship! And, so we're going to go back through this. So since you guys are just showing up, I'll let you know, Smokey's Forestry Industries burnt down last night. It was totally natural. I have been looking for an excuse. Hey, Raid Kitty. I have been looking for an excuse to take this out and do something totally different with this area. So it can't... Oh, target's on fire. I can't do anything with that one yet. In fact, I'll let this play out. And I am going to go here first. Typical Smokey, right? Just can't help but burn down his forest. Oh, no, that's not what I need. Okay, that's totally looking at the wrong thing here. I need to come in here. I'm going to just take this off for now because I'm not building anything. In fact, I am going to make sure there's no industry allowed to rebuild over here right now. Yeah, yeah, that's the joy of playing with the console cheats. You know, you don't have to worry about that. So, alright, let's get this all dealt with. Okay, so no industry can rebuild over here right now. Ah, man, that's still spreading. Come on, fire guys, do your job. So, we're going to finish getting rid of... I'm going to leave that, that's a hospital. I'm going to finish getting rid of the rest of Smokey's here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And I am going to fix the road real quick. Okay, so playing with unlimited money is actually pretty fun. I mean, you get to have a lot of fun with it. That's why I was able to build so quickly. But being on the console, you don't get that option to... oh wait, I think those are just regular trees. On the console, you don't get the option to have a lot of the really awesome cheats, or not cheats, but mods, like Move It and everything else, and so this is kind of my way of making up for it. I need to get rid of all these fences now. But I do plan on doing a video in the future where I build a city completely using the rules of the game. And I have to pay attention here real fast. Okay. Yeah, I do get to drive the cars. That's very true. Yeah, I do have the space elevator. I do have, even though I've got like all the unlimited cheats on and stuff, I had to unlock all that stuff still. So when you come in here to these buildings, the ones that I unlocked, I went through, and I still had to go through, do like planting the cathedral, plentitude. I'll take a look at the visitor count. But then I still had to unlock all these buildings too the same way. So that's been part of the fun of this build, at least. Where's the space elevator at? There we go. 843 last week. So, alright. This fire needs to stop burning. I think I got all the fencing down. I thought I had a firehouse. I guess I just have a hospital over here, huh? Oh no, it is a frickin' firehouse. And they're going the wrong way. Well, I guess it's just woods burning down now. Alright. So, now we can get rid of this. Bye-bye, Smokies. Bye, Sunken. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And I'm going to definitely come check out some stuff. And that 30-minute build, that was pretty cool. So I'm going to definitely try out that 30-minute build coming up. Somebody was talking about that last night, so I had to go look at the 30-minute build videos. And I watched probably watched about half of those videos this morning. Okay. So, Smokey's is completely dissolved over here. We'll leave the SFI for now, and we will now integrate Smokey's into Morningwood Forestry over here. Bye, Sunken. And let's see. I don't want to do a whole lot to this down here, but I think, yeah, and I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, I don't think I'm going to mess with the landscaping over here at all, except for roads. So, I was using dirt roads before, but with new expansion, with the money they made with the buying out Smokies and getting all that great equipment for so cheap, we decided to put in some decent roads. We will use the small industry roads, but I think it needs a good inlet first. I did all little roads over here, and that wasn't the best idea. I'm not dealing with a lot of heavy traffic except for right here. So if I would have upgraded that to a bigger road before I put all this stuff in, I could be doing better off there. So I think what I'm going to do is put at least one in, and we will just end it right down here. Then we'll go to the small roads, and this is where, yeah, thank you. And then since you guys showed up, I did expand the national forest to the whole mountainside here. So that's all national forest now, with the suggestion from you guys from the group last night. And then, so we got Farquaad Castle, we have Camp Fiona, we have the Noble Steed Nature Reserve, the Village of Far, Far Away, or the Kingdom of Far, Far Away, however you want to say that, in Duloc National Forest. I had to do all the renaming and just go with the Shrek theme. So the Maximus Observatory. The Thelonious Climate Research Station, and you'll love this, the Saint Shrek of the Swamp Cathedral. So that is what I did based on the suggestion of expanding the national forest out. So I have Duloc National Forest covering this whole mountain range now. So let's see here. Let's get back. Oop, that's not what I want. I had fun just kind of going through and picking names. I actually busted out the Shrek Wikipedia and should place a solar power station and name it Magic Mirror. That's a good idea. Oh, all right. I gotta have a good spot for that. So, okay. It's gonna have to go on probably a mountain ridge or something like over here on the end of this or something. So we'll come up with that in just a little bit. That's a good idea. I like that. Let's see here. In fact, just to make sure I don't forget, I'm going to go and make a note right now. So forgive the screen not moving. I'm going to type this up on my phone real quick. Make a solar station named Magic Mirror. Make sure I spell mirror properly. There we go. And that is saved, so that will happen later on when I get the opportunity, and I won't forget. Thank you for that suggestion. Alright, so I can't tie into the roads over there. That's totally fine. So let's just do a little bit of this. I think we'll stop right there, and then we'll do something like that. Then don't want to get too close to that. Let's double check what my industry ends at. Oh, it ends right here. Okay. So back to roads. Just make a little marker. What's the name of the pub in Shrek? Oh, man. Have to look that one up. Alexa, what's the name of the pub in Shrek? Let's see if she knows. She just wants to give me something about a Shrek game. No, I don't want a game. Okay, Alexa's about as smart as Siri is when you want something serious. Alexa, never mind. She's still listening to me. Alright, we'll throw another straight road in up here. End it right there. And go back into this. That gives it a nice little shape in there. It's not too gritty. It's called the Poison Apple. I'm going to write that down. We'll have to rename something after that. Poison Apple Pub. So you should create an apple farm and name it that. Alright. Oh, man. We'll have to figure that one out. Don't want to grid that close. Grab it. Come on. Alright. One of the things I have to deal with a controller, there you are, it sometimes doesn't like to grab where I want it to grab. So let's stop there. I need to actually go into my industry. Pardon me. We'll come up with a name. I need to figure out a way to combine Smokey's forestry industry and Morningwood forestry. We'll have to figure that one out. So what I need to do is I don't need a main building. I could add a few more barracks, but I want to see my biggest buildings here. Let's see, we got the largest things are going to be our fields and these storage and factories. So that area might add another factory in over here, but I got to do something about the traffic right here, which I think that's the best way to deal with that traffic problem. They can only come in one way and go out one way. In fact, just to make sure of it, Grats, yeah. Oh, I wish I could do something like that. I know on computer, you guys are able to share games across, like somebody can like save their game on the thing and share it with somebody else to check out, because I've seen like Biffa go and help people with their traffic and stuff, but I don't think we get a feature like that on the PlayStation. That would be so awesome. Okay, so they only have one way in and one way out. I like that. They could still travel around. That, yeah. Try to copy it or something. I don't know. They'll have to figure something out. That's what the workshop, Steam, huh? Yeah, a lot of people play on that Steam workshop. My nephew is plays through the Steam workshop and makes fun of me for not having, what am I trying to do here? This. Alright. He makes fun of me for not having mods and stuff. Change direction. Okay, so now that makes sure everybody comes in and goes out one way right here. Hopefully that helps out with traffic. Then, I mean, I'm sure there's a way the PlayStation Network allows you to play the same map at the same time. I'll ask Gret. Yeah. Maybe. So I'll tell you guys, I have been playing on Xbox since I had an Xbox One. And I've been playing it on there for years. I just recently got a PlayStation 5 after trying really hard to get one. I have it, all my Xbox stuff, but the PlayStation had a great deal one day. I was looking at it, just looking through sales and stuff. There was a sale for the PlayStation to get cities on the PlayStation for, I think it was like $30, and it came with everything at the time, like everything. And so before I spent the money on PlayStation, since I had it on Xbox, I went and looked. I still had to pay full price for the season pass and everything on Xbox, so I decided why not spend $30 on PlayStation, buy everything. And then, of course, a week later, 2 weeks later, they're like, oh, we're putting out airports. I'm like, all right, I got to spend more money. But I got everything that way, and I'm actually really happy I did. I really am. Let's see, I wanted to throw another Pulp Mill over here, if it'll fit. Darn it. All right. Fit that in. So yeah, I got everything on the PlayStation. That's why I've been playing it on here, and I want to fit a bigger building in right here. So I've been playing everything on here lately because I have everything on here, and I don't on. Ooh, that's not a bad idea right there. And I don't have everything on my Xbox, so we will be showing off the Xbox cities at some point in the future, as soon as I can get connected on that. I'm pretty sure I can, about as easy as PlayStation, so I've got some pretty good cities on there. And then earlier today I was looking at a winter city I have that I'm going to do a video with in the next day or so, I believe. And I'm going to do a full airport build on that one because I don't have an airport and I have a big spot that I saved on there for one. So it's a winter town, and I think you guys will love what I've done with that one if you guys are enjoying this one. So let's see, what can I fit in right here? Sawmill fits perfect. Okay. So we've got that dealt with. Now I want to put in the pulp mill. And again, I'm thinking about the trees, trying to be a little realistic. They're not going to want to build on the hill with it, so they're going to come in and log this area out before they build. So we're going to log it out. Oops, guess I didn't need to select a tree. I'll just do that for now. Ground looks pretty level over here. So yeah. After that, now we can get in here. I wonder if I can fit it here. Nope. So I want to stay as close as to the other buildings, similar buildings as it, so we'll get it there. Then we'll get the storage buildings around it for sure. We need the wood plant over here. Oh wait, where's the other one with pollution? Biomass. That was the other big one. And we'll keep that on this street. So the sawmills, nothing else creates pollution except for those two. Everything else is just noise pollution. Okay. So now that we've figured out where we want our pollution... Oh. They're yelling at me about water. Forgot. Let's get this in here real fast. What's nice about this, I've been wanting to do something with that area where Smokey's was at for a long time. And I just haven't... You know, I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. Do you really enjoy tearing down something you've built? And, you know, do you put a lot of time in? Especially when you're, like, tearing out neighborhoods or something to put something in. I always feel like... I know I shouldn't. It's just a game. They're not real people. But I do feel bad that I'm tearing out their houses or I'm tearing out their place of business. So having the fire come through is just that one thing I needed an excuse to do this with. So, all right, we gave them water. They should have power. Nope, I always try to build around. I do too. So like when I built this Express Academic Year Report. Oh, so you guys were saying I wasn't being offensive enough yesterday, so I changed my university's name to the Farquad University of Common Knowledge. And, let me close this. Just so you could see where the Farquad University of Common Knowledge is, we have the Farquad University of Common Knowledge campus right here. And then the Farquad University of Common Knowledge campus for sports right here. So if I'm not offensive enough, I thought I could help out by building the Farquad University of Common Knowledge. So I had fun coming up with that little acronym last night too. That was a good one. So we'll get back over here. All right. Forestry. So we don't need the forestry. We'll throw a few more worker barracks in. Why not? They won't fit there. I have... They need to be on a straight line. Oh, what's this? That's a police station. Where can I move you? I want you out of my way. Because I want to put the workers' barracks back here. Since we gained the workers from... Smokey's, we need to house them as well. So... we're going to put the road back here. Go with the straight line. I knew it was going to do that. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to get rid of that. So I just want to put the barracks somewhere. So I think, let's see here. Oh, I bet the barracks are going to make the hill all chunky too. Let's see. It did. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. It makes the hill chunky. Let's do this. I'm going to do another barrack real quick. If it'll let me. There we go. And that did the same thing. Ugh, off the road. Okay, it's okay. It's alright. We've got tricks. We've got tricks. So we're going to come in here, grab our landscaping tools, make sure we have mid-strength, and just take this down. Thanks, Red Kitty. You're awesome. Yes. I appreciate that. You're amazing. You have I don't know what you're getting, have a meeting for, but hopefully it's not totally boring for you. So we're going to take this away. I want to pull down on this a little bit back here, because this will help smooth it out in the long run. Alright, I hate that squared out look that it gets, and I want to take away from that as much as possible. So if I can take away from this hill, even if I have to take away from this hill, I should say, and I can get rid of that squared out look from it. I'll get you water in a minute, guys. We're going to smooth this out down in here. What's going on there? Okay, maybe not so much. That's okay there. Tappy tap this down. So, a little too much there. We'll come through with the smoothing tool. Don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with this. This is an unsavable area. Let's turn the strength all the way down and see if we can't. Oh, there we go with the save. See if we can't do something here. I'll pull it back a little bit back here. Pull this back. Alright. I think I can actually be happy with that. It's not too squared out looking. I gotta do something about these little edges though, or else it's gonna bug me a little. So here we're gonna do what the Great City Planner Plays does, and we're gonna add in some trees. In fact, I have been liking these generic pine trees for stuff like this. They do a good job for coverage. And they fit in with the tall pine trees and everything else in this area, so give it a nice little bunch. If it'll let me. There we go. Right there. We'll spread them out a little bit so it's not just a clump. That way it looks a little more natural. In fact, it does not look like I have enough of these generic pines in this area, so we'll just do this and tap a few down. Bring this back down to singles, and we're going to come over here. And I won't do it entirely generic pine trees through here. So let's see, we'll throw in a couple there. Then let's go with a couple of these young lindens. I think I have lindens throughout here. Maybe. Doesn't matter. Throw a couple in, because they look like tiny pine trees, in my opinion. Little, just, you know, and you walk around in the woods here in Oregon, and you see the trees. There are little pine trees that look like this. No problem, Valley Lad. It's probably really late for you anyway, huh? You have a great time. Hey, I went and checked out one of your videos. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a thumbs up. If not, I'll go back and I'll make sure to drop you a thumbs up on that, because I did like that one. So, feel free to join my live tonight at 1:30. Okay. I will definitely be checking it out. I'll be paying attention for sure. So, let's see. We'll throw a couple of young lindens over here for fun. You're a legend, man. Thank you. And I'm so glad you guys rated me. I had fun. So, I think that'll be it for the lindens. Let's throw in... I wonder if this Latania would help. 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. Oh, 2:30. Oh, okay. Pacific here. I'm in Oregon, so that'd be around... Yeah, no, I get that. I'm talking about yesterday. That was sweet. So if it's about 2:30 Pacific, that'll be... Oh, I don't know. It's making me think too hard. I'm trying to do two things at once here. I'll figure it out. I'll write it down real quick, so I don't forget. Okay. Some of these Latania. This is actually a pretty good little ground cover right here. Pacific. I am Pacific. Oh my god. I feel like an idiot. What's Pacific Standard Time? Thank you. Thank you for dealing with me. Alright. You know, I don't want to go too crazy over here and like I'm overdoing it. So I think I'm going to stop, because I already feel like I'm overdoing that. Let's do, you know, because I feel like I'm overdoing it with the trees, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to do just this real quick, though, for fun. Throw a couple of pines in. Throw a generic in. And a linden. Or two. There we go. Oh, you need water. Okay, so they got water. Now we've got more of these guys. Ooh, that makes me think. Since I have some trails around them, and I'm thinking about it, might as well come in here. I don't think I'm putting anything on this side, so we will just go ahead and do this. And when I don't have something to guide myself on, this is something I do. I'll hit the side so I can see the edge of my trail, and I can guess about the edge of where I'm going to be able to run that across like that. And that helps me get to about the right size. I just kind of guess about the size of that circle. And then I can come down like this. Now I'm going to delete trees that I just made. It's alright. In fact, I don't want to go up that hill, so I'm going to stop about here. Bring it up like this to the road. Alright. Is anybody else having this problem? You see the oak right here? How it's like right on the trail with the new trees. I'm having this problem where grass and trees, like see how the grass on the edge, and that's not even the worst of it. I've had trails where there'll be straight up trees growing in the middle of them as I place them with the new trees. So hopefully they get that fixed with a patch soon. I mean, right on the edge doesn't bother me as much because it's more natural that way. But yeah, I've had, like, when I was building my, come over here, when I was building these bike paths and everything through here, I was dealing with so many trees just popping up in the middle of all my trails, and I had to go through and do a lot of deleting of trees and stuff like that. So I was wondering if anybody else is dealing with that same issue. So let's see. Weird for console. I've had that issue on PC. Oh, I can't see the rest of that comment on my TV here. I'm sorry. Yeah, it must be just something new with the new trees, because I haven't seen it with any of the old trees at all. Any of these ones here, just the content creator ones. So probably just something they need to patch because of mods, huh? Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I don't deal with the mods here. I wish I did. I'd friggin' love to have the one mod. The hitboxes are weird. Yeah, the one mod I would love to. Oh gosh, darn it! The one mod. Oh, that tree just did it right there. That I would love to get is Traffic Manager. Alright. So got them all connected. Back to this. Oh, how do you not have power over here? Because you're just far enough away. Give you a little attachment for now. And so we've got plenty of room to throw in. Since they're starting this area, I think saplings are what would be showing up in this area. So, oh, I like that. So we're going to start off with the large saplings. Then we'll switch over to these small ones. Aw, man. I wonder if I can give myself just a little more room right here. I'll have my snap options turned off. There we go. Turn that back on. We're going to go a little bit higher. Hopefully that lets us have just enough room to throw one more of those small saplings in. Awesome. About right there. 3 and 3. Now, I know that I can take these. Check this out. I think it'll let me do it. We're going to put this one here. Let's make sure we can throw right up to the edge. Then if you come in here and you look at it, we can change this. Oh, wait. This one doesn't let me. Was it these ones? Oh, it was. So I could do field or greenhouse with them. So I think then what we'll do is we'll place down 2 more of these and make them greenhouses. I mean, that's pretty good. In fact, I think the best thing to do to stay consistent here and just look good is we're going to have to come in here and do this. Because I think it, whoops, it's not what I meant to do. I think it'll just look good. Then we could change that all to greenhouses, because like I said, they just built this part of the industry, so why would any of these be full-grown trees over here, right? So we got greenhouses, we've got sapling farms, and that's going to be good over here. Now, I don't think we need a maintenance building, but oh, it's so big. Such a big building. Let's look at the other ones first. Sawmill. No, you know what? Storage first. Storage first. So let's do a wood chip storage. Can I get one more in right here? Then we need a large log yard. That'd be the first thing they get when they come in here. Some sawdust storage. And in the community I live in Oregon, I get to see these types of things all the time. In fact, just a couple minutes away from where I live is a couple of log yards and sawmills and stuff like that. And they have this giant pile, I'm talking a mountain of, oh, I gotta move that closer. Or not. You know what? I'm gonna do that. So they have this mountain of sawdust, wood chips, whatever you want to call it, that they have to constantly turn. And if they don't keep turning it, there we go. If they don't keep turning it, then it starts on fire, and they've had fires on this pit, and it's very hard to put out because they have to come in with all these tractors and dig out the fire. And it's pretty interesting. Okay, so we're gonna put that in. I have that. I have those. Did get a biomass sawmill. Do I have any sawmills over here? I don't. So we're going to put one in there. And we can run a couple along here. So I want to keep them just separate from each other. If I can keep them a little separate from each other, that way I'm thinking of traffic through here, since I only have one way in, one way out. And I know I've got a lot of stuff that's, like, look at these guys already waiting to get in here. In fact, better double check this. I had a feeling it was going to do all that to me. Oops. That's the one thing about using a controller and trying to do these is it does not love to grab stuff when you're trying to grab it. I'm sure, and I say that, it's just all, oh yeah, let me stop on the stop sign for you. But there we go. So that should fix that problem right there. And that is creating more of an issue. Okay. It's creating more of an issue, but I have an idea. If we're going to do, oops, this, move this over here, maybe. We'll worry about that bumpy in a minute here. Then we're going to change these roads around. And okay, so that way they are forced in and out in one direction. I know these guys, I should probably do the same. Of course they're going to go through there. No, I'm going to leave that a two-way. Let's see what happens here. Because they all want to go to that. Oh, they're all sawdust trucks, huh? Alright. The challenges of building an industry. So we will set this one up. That was green a second ago. There we go. Set this one up there. Oh, geez. That is hideous. I wonder if I can fit one of them. Nope. I don't care about the fence. That's fine. Yeah, we'll put that there, see what happens. This bumpy, I do not like that at all. I don't think I can fit another one over here. Unless... Oh, won't let me. Alright. Well, let me do it here, but then I get all that traffic again. That's just noise pollution, so it's not going to hurt the trees. Let's see what it looks like. Bumpies. Alright, you know what? I'm just done. I'm not going to deal with it. Don't need it. Don't care. So we've got everything else. The only other thing I was considering putting in for now was the maintenance building. And it's such a big building, I don't think I'm going to use it. Let's see here. It won't fit there. Won't fit anywhere over here. I guess it could go here, but it's not in the industry area. I already have a maintenance building set up right there, I believe. Yeah. So you know what? We're not going to do it. We're just going to leave it the way it is. They don't need a second one. And we have now integrated Smokey's into Morningwood 90%. There's 10% left that we need to deal with. And that is the name. So while we think of a name for integrating Smokies with Morningwood, I could think of some pretty crude stuff, but I don't know if we want to go too crude. I don't mind Farquaad's University of Common Knowledge because, good joke, but I don't want to go crude, stuff like that. So, I mean, I am crude with this for sure, but I'm talking really crude. Yeah. So we will continue to think on that name for now. And Valley Lad left, but he gave me a great idea, and I was thinking that right here would be a great area for the, where is it? Solar updraft tower, nope. Solar power plant. However, it is kind of big, so let's see. In fact, because of its size, it does have some noise. Yep, working on the mirror. So I gotta come up with a good spot for it. And I think the best spot is gonna be, I'm in the other industry over here. I think over here is going to be my best bet. It's a flat area. It gets plenty of sun. It won't be hidden by mountains and trees and all that stuff. Just trying to think a little more realistically. So we will put Magic Mirror Solar Farm over here. So we need a road. We need a road. Road. And we're going to put it in right against that. I got to take a look at that one more time here. Let's get it straight. It won't straighten up for me. That's as straight as I can get it. Okay. So I want to get it right about here. So we're going to look at that tree right there, or bush grass. That is my marker point. Okay, so now I know where I want the road at. Let's figure out how to bring this in. We've got a hill here we have to worry about. So if we start next to it. And I'm going to do some further planning with this also. It's not just going to be for the solar tower, because I have been wanting to make a neighborhood out of this area. So I think my best bet is going to be to come straight across here. I don't want to go all the way yet. I'm going to stop right there. Bring that in. Just double check my junction real quick so I don't have a light on it. Okay. We can fix the bumpies, that's not a problem. Now let's see if we can start right here. Oops. And I'm going to try to be as straight as possible right there. Looks fine. So that we can come in here with the curved road tool. Get a nice curved our road. That allows us to keep a little more buildings on here or whatever if we want, instead of going with the corner. So we don't have to worry about this backside. What kind of do? I'm gonna have some bumpies on this backside, watch. So what I think I'm gonna do to try to avoid that, let's bring this in a little further. I have it on this side, but Here we go. Oh, too far. Okay, it's alright. So, we're gonna go with here instead. With the controller, it's always such a pain to make sure you got stuff where you want it. You gotta like tap the stick a little bit, and then it goes 500 feet too long one direction. Okay, before we go any further, let's double check this. It's still just a little too big, so that's a good thing I checked it. And we're gonna go ahead and start there. Give this a check. Beautiful. All right. Now that we've got that, let's finish getting this back in place. You know what? Let's go ahead and see what that looks like with that curve. And that looks just fine. All right. So now, and this, you know, this is also the perfect spot because there's the power lines. So let's go right up next to the freeway and see how it looks. Don't like that. Nope, don't like that at all. So we're gonna grab it. Yep, we're just gonna scoot over one block at a time. That's better. I just didn't like the dirt touching with the freeway dirt right there. Having that tree, a little bit of greenway right there is perfect. So I can't do anything about the bumpies back here, but this can be fixed. So before we go any further, let's deal with that. Make sure our strength is about mid. We're just gonna tappy tap tap. Tappy tap tap. Just kind of let that blend in. And that looks fine to me. Oh, let's bring that up just slightly. Just soften terrain out a little bit. Use that tool. It's going to leave it a little bit of an edge, so we'll be careful with that and not use it too much. I know you need water. And we will... Oh. What is going on here? Oh, I remember. Before I built this underground trumpet, which I don't think I showed you... A little funky, but it's there. I had the road go straight out here at one point, and then I decided to change it and do all this. So, and as builders, you all probably have the same stuff go on. You're like, oh man, I just put a road here so I had something in the hold place until I could figure out what I want to do. I'll stop this right there because we might put businesses in. Alright, so we got water. Now, like I was saying, I wanted to do this to plan out putting in a neighborhood, so we're going to have to definitely... Oh, let's fix that. Definitely fix that. We're going to have to definitely take a look at our noise production, things like that. That's good. That fit in perfect right there. And that's going to produce a lot of noise, so... I want want to mark my noise. So, right at that tree. So we'll run a road straight this way for now. This might not be permanent. It might be. We will find out. Now the noise along the highway and on this side. Edge of that is going to be right there, so do this, follow that line, let's back this up just a little. I love that freeform tool, especially if you know how to use it. You can always get some nice stuff in. So we're gonna pop this like that. I want to keep it low. So we avoid the noise. We're going to probably put some parks or something here just to avoid the noise from that. Then we'll use our three-lane roads to put our ins and outs over here. So make sure it's the right direction. Make sure that's the right direction, and we're good. It's just for, in realism, sake of realism, you would always want 2 ways in and out of a neighborhood for safety reasons. So it's always good to think of stuff like that. Even then, it helps with traffic flow on your maps. So that's another thing to check out or to think of when you're building your neighborhoods. So I want the middle road. Right there. Now we got this little neighborhood here. I want to come up in here a little bit, but I don't want a lot of bumpies and such, so I think what we'll do is just build around as much of this as possible. That looks good. And we'll come bring it around. I don't want to connect into the old roads since this is all new neighborhood, new development. We'll just pretend that the new developer couldn't strike a deal with the old developers, and so he just made his own neighborhoods here. We do want a couple of roads going through. That looks good. And one more. Nah, it doesn't fit in there right. That's good. That's good. We will get rid of that little nub. That little nubbins. And that has 2 ways in. That has 2 ways in. Alright. So now before we build this is going to continue to bug me if I don't deal with it. you know what? You know what's going to bug me? Is not coming in here and renaming this. Doesn't need to be so long, so we can get rid of that. The Magic Mirror solar plants. In fact, this area isn't a bad choice for me to put the solar plant in, because I was thinking about naming this area something. So, that, again, sticking with that Shrek theme. Who knows, maybe we'll end up going through the whole city and redoing everything. So what do we got down here? Go Nuts Donuts. Can't tell what that is. Just wondering if there was a bar or something we could rename. It's Coffee House. Alright, we'll think about that one in a little bit. I still have it all written down. Alright, so we have the Magic Mirror. We have the neighborhood for it. And this is what I was going to do. So it bugs me having these little bumpies everywhere when I'm trying to build a good neighborhood. So we're going to come in here and wipe them out. Just raise that up a little bit, just tapping at it. Totally not trying to like hold down the button on that, or else you end up with those towers. I'm sure everybody's made that mistake. Or a giant hole if you're going the other way. Definitely fill this back in. Should fill this side back in. It did a little bit of work over here on me, it looks like. Oh, looks good. It's perfect. So now, I'm going to take away from this side. Add to this. Looking good, looking good. Looks like we're going to have to take away from this spot. Add to this side of it. Yep, saving. Oh, 1:30. I should eat some lunch. That's why my stomach is growling at me. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish up fixing these lumpy bumpies in here real quick. And I need to go eat because my stomach is telling me that. And I don't like ignoring him. So, let's hurry up a little bit of tappy tap, tappy tap. Ooh, I need to fix that for sure. Tappy tap, tappy tap, up, up. Fix that. This is actually looking pretty good in here. Thought I'd try to fix some of these homes with their chunky edges, but that didn't help. Fix this little spot. Fix that. Got lumpies behind the buildings and lumpies off the road. This is going to be a pain in the butt fix, but I know we can do it. So, still going to have this steeper mountain on it, but it's not, it allows me to build off the road at least, and that's all I care about. And that looks more natural anyway than what was behind there. So, we're good with that. Raise this up just a tiny bit more. Let's back up here, take a look. Don't think I can move that anymore. I don't want to really try. Let's do this, maybe. That helped a little bit. Alright. So, I think the neighborhood is ready. It is ready to build in. So, I'm not going to start building in it until a little bit later. In fact, I'm going to come back on a little bit later today. It does look like there's some other streaming going on. I'm going to check out. So, I'm not sure when I'll be back on. Because I'm going to go check out some of these awesome new friends, community member friends of mine, and see some of their stuff for sure. And I gotta eat. Oh, I can't think straight because I gotta eat. Oh, I'm so hungry. All right, so this looks pretty. I'm liking it. We have the magic mirror in, thanks to Valley Lad. We're gonna call it, in fact, because of that. Let me see here. Maybe I'll rename the street here. I want to make sure I spell it right because I'd feel so bad if I did subscriptions. It's probably going to look in the wrong spot too. Just do. There it is, Valley Lad Gaming. So we're just going to name this Snatch the Street. Thank you. Yeah, I had to go scroll through my channel list on my phone so I can make sure. Oh, no, I wanted the street. I want that button. No space, obviously. But I think, no, I didn't do a capital on that. Good thing I looked. Doesn't have any capitals on there. Oh well. That's alright. I appreciate the help. I think we'll just go with Valley Lad Street. Valley Lad Gaming seems a little long on that one. So Valley Lad Street. Boom. Oops. Make that one a priority road through here. So Valley Lad Street, in honor of his idea here for the magic mirror. And look at that. Already up and accepting its solar power. Cool. Just call him Valley. He's easy with this name. I guess I could have done Valley Street. Alright. Oh, really? It's got the name King on it. And King goes that way. So I might name this after Fiona's dad. I'll have to go look up his name. Because that's how I come up with some of my street names. Is just by looking at stuff. So anyway, yep, I gotta go eat. I keep getting distracted. And if I don't go eat, I'm going to do that. So thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for sticking with me, Raid Kitty, even though you had your meeting. And I'm going to end this as usual. In fact, you know what? King Harold, yeah. Before I forget, let's do it. Let's do it. Letting myself get distracted, but better do it. Oh my gosh. There we go. The Wienermobile, you're right. King Harold Street. Alright. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my friends, and you have a wonderful day. Time to launch Not you, buddy. The Wienermobile into the sky. So you guys all have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. They would be freaking out. Is that a hot dog?